Hey, what's up everybody, and WTF is Warhammer Chaosbane. Man, really miss Total Biscuit sometimes. This seems like a game he definitely would have covered. Has two of his favorite things in the title. But if you don't know what I'm talking about, I apologize. This is going to be just my general first impressions of Warhammer Chaosbane. I'm only about 20 minutes into the game, got through the tutorial. We're pretty much going to be diving right into Chapter 1 here. I'm playing a mage type class, and it seems like right off the bat, it's pretty easy to make some comparisons to other action RPGs, of course, with this. But right off the bat, it does have a unique ability with this class that I haven't quite seen before. So I can throw out these orbs, and I can actually command that orb. I'm playing on a controller for the sake of capturing here, so you don't have to hear mouse clicks, but you can actually move that around with the right stick yourself. So pretty much the last spell that you cast, depending on the spell, you can actually move around yourself, which I believe every class has their own unique ability like that. I've only started playing with this class, so I'm not sure what everybody else has. Yeah, but right off the bat, I'm doing something a little different than what I've done before in other action RPGs, which is pretty cool. Yeah, I'm not sure how effective it is to... I think you can... Oh, you can do that and fire. Okay. So you can be moving that around yourself and still be firing. I need 3 hands for this. Or I'll probably switch over to mouse and keyboard after I'm done recording this. Yeah, but right off the bat, it does do something a little different than what I've seen before in a lot of other ARPGs.
Requires patience.
Not a whole lot I can do in these big groups right now, except for throw my orb around. At least I can. You can throw out multiple ones, but you can only control that very last one.
Ready yet.
There we go. We just got leveled up. What do we get? Concentration. I totally forgot I had this fire breathing spell. Oh yeah, that helps. Now I don't have to run away quite so much. That's actually really powerful. Yeah, you just get energy back from attacking, it seems. And also regens over time. So we got some gear. Let's take a look. It's a little better. So that's our new spell right there. It's alright. Let's just group everybody up here. That was quite effective. So this is my new tactic. Get everybody in a nice pile.
Spells
and dead. That's probably more fun than it maybe looks. Oh, so this is timed. Oh, that's cool. You can kind of like ping pong those orbs, like off walls, make little traps with them. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm kind of a big fan of that. I would like to see that more. Mage classes where you can more directly affect some spells. I think that's pretty interesting. Okay, so we got like a better version of a skill. Let's take a look. So yeah, pretty much changes it into like a fire orb now. Well, that does some pretty nice burn damage now. Sweet. And some nice splash damage. I approve of that upgrade. Is that our first mini-boss?
I won't forget this.
You're free. Actually, I forgot this was timed.
You saved.
Man, that fire lasts a while on him. Seems like it spreads. That actually makes our standard attack like amazing all of a sudden. Gather around. Plenty of fire for all you. Alright, so we got that new skill, and I can kind of tell you how the skill points here work. Now at the bottom left you can see I have 6 out of 29. You don't actually use your skill points to unlock these skills. It seems like they only unlock because of your character level. They're more like a equipment load kind of for your skills themselves. Like you can only equip up to 29 points, or for right now I can only equip up to 29 points worth of skills. And you can see the number next to them is how much it actually costs to socket. So I cannot quite equip our brand new fire orb here. So I'm actually going to remove something. I don't find... Now, I was going to remove Arcane Hail because that's not very useful, but actually you just see it costs 0 to equip that, so it's not going to give us any points back. I'm going to go ahead and unequip Blinding Light. Didn't find that all that useful. And now we have just enough points to equip that. Let's see what that does. Okay, nice little fireball we can control. Actually leaves... That's awesome. Nice fire trail. You can pretty much create your own firewalls now, since you can control that. Alright, so we took care of that quest there. Now, I'm actually kind of curious how the melee classes play, because I'm pretty impressed by the special ability of the caster class is actually pretty cool. I want to see what they do with the melee classes, and see what their special attribute is. I'm going to see if it really changes up the gameplay much, like it does for the caster here. Alright, so we're going to be Soldier, we already have a Mage, Slayer, and then Scout. I'm thinking Slayer. Yeah, let's try him. Okay, so his special is actually this hook, where he can pull himself. That's actually really cool. I was not expecting that. I was expecting maybe like a kind of like a simple flurry skill or something, since he's wielding like 2 axes. Alright, so now I'm intrigued. Now I have to try everybody. I have to try everybody and see what their special is. They're more unique than I would have assumed. See if we can do that in battle. See if we can hook onto people. You can, and it deals damage. Like, without that, he'd pretty much just be jump in the pile of guys and wail away. That adds a little more utility to his class right off the bat. Yeah, so I wasn't planning on this turning into like showing off every special ability of each class, but they have my attention now. Now I have to know. So we're actually going to take these guys out. I'm going to jump over to the Soldier next. I got to see what they did with his special ability. Alright, Soldier. That might be the least interesting one, but I'll go try it out on some enemies, see what it actually does. Seems like it probably pushes back and does some damage. No, it's also a stun. Okay, that's a little better. Yeah, I'm mostly doing this to not only show them, but I'm also kind of trying to decide what I want to play myself, so that's why I'm trying all these out. So far I'm leaning more towards the Mage. The Berserker was cool too, but let's go ahead and try out the Ranger after I kill this dude. And open this chest. Alright, what else? Scout. Okay, she has a dodge roll. I also have some kind of companion with me, a little fairy. So it seems like that little butterfly that's following us around, you can actually move through it when it's glowing, and it regenerates your energy resource. So as you watch, he's going to start glowing here. Now we can pass through it, and we get some energy back. So it gives you something a little more to kind of pay attention to when you're in a fight if you need some extra energy. Pretty cool. I don't know if it attacks. Let's go see if it actually attacks anybody. So it doesn't seem like it's attacking them. So primarily it's just a way to get some resource back. Yeah, I like the feel of the Scout. The arrows feel like they have a pretty good weight to them. Oh, did my arrows just ricochet between them? Well, that's cool. Oh yeah, it bounces back and forth. That's really cool. Yeah, so my general impressions of this so far, this is like, you know, super early, haven't even pinned down what class I'm gonna main yet, but there's something about the game that forces you to play a little more, I'm not sure if I want to say strategically, maybe a little more creatively than I was anticipating. You know, obviously the easy comparison to make here is to something like Diablo 3, but just the simple fact that each class has that unique ability all to their own, that's not like a skill, it's more of a gameplay mechanic for each class, actually makes you play a little more, yeah, like I said, creatively than I would have expected, which I'm actually enjoying. It makes it feel less I'm just jumping into piles of enemies and kind of, you know, less like it's a carnival of just loot and things exploding. It feels a little more like a classic ARPG. Maybe not the new style where, yeah, it's a little more about the visual flair of everything on screen exploding. It definitely still has that, but I like that you can play a little more freeform in this. Yeah, as someone who's played like every single ARPG ever made, pretty much, I'm actually enjoying this more than I thought. Kind of went in with no expectations on this, you know, expecting it to play almost identically to Diablo 3, and yeah, I appreciate the changes they did do. Yeah, hopefully this gave you a better impression of how the game actually plays, you know, the general early game, how the skills work, how the classes work. If you like this style of content, consider subscribing here to Boomstick Gaming. As always, this has been Alex, and thanks for watching.